return our discussion on the issue of normalization and to discuss the next steps in the process, which is based on the paper which I presented here on the 9th of September. And we want to again use this momentum, and we are working towards the high-level meeting that will address the issue of normalization, and we want this high-level meeting to take place within weeks. I might come back soon again to make sure that the meeting is well prepared. And as I said, we really believe that there is no time to waste for this. I mean, we are under no pressure, but we want to use this positive moment. At the same time, of course, I used my meeting with the Prime Minister Kurti to discuss issues on the agenda, current issues, particularly the situation in the north after the withdrawal of Kosovo Serbs from the police judiciary, and then also the preparations for the local elections. I wanted to hear from him how he sees the way forward. So this is what we discussed, and we also touched upon the issue of energy. You know that we have the energy roadmap, which is still yet to be implemented, so we exchange our views on how to make sure that what was agreed will be implemented, and we will have this piece of legislation in place. And we also discussed the issue of missing persons, which again is something we spend a lot of time discussing. We are very, very close to having a text which is less than one sentence away from it, but there was not really time to deal with this before. So now I again discuss this, and I hope we will close this issue very soon. So we have I would say, a normal situation again, which is positive, and we want to turn this normal situation into the discussion about what is the most important, which is the normalization of relations between Kosovo and Serbia.
Mr. Lajçak, are the Serbs going back to the Kosovo institutions? And what about the threats that the Serbs and other municipalities are going to withdraw? What about March next year and having this final agreement?
Well, I discussed this issue about the return of the Serbs both yesterday in Belgrade with President Vučić and now with Prime Minister Kurti. One thing is clear, that we have a serious vacuum, security vacuum. That's not good. That's not good for people. That's not good for anyone. And we, of course, would like to go back to the normal situation when police is there and doing their job, and judiciary is functioning and working. So this is what I needed to hear from both parties, and we clearly communicated the expectations of the European Union that we are happy to help and to assist in making the situation back to normal. Second, as I said, the process of normalization will start within weeks, or the discussions, and then it's in the hands of both parties. We don't want to delay or to drag this on. The momentum is right now. It's there, but it will not be here forever. So therefore, we don't want to delay this process. And we will, by March, you know, I'm not a friend of deadlines. There have been too many deadlines already here. But I would say that by March we see where we are, how well are we progressing, and where is this process heading.
Is Serbia ready to sign this agreement? President Vučić has said without this association of Serbian municipalities.
Look, you are going too far. What is important at this point is that both Kosovo and Serbia have accepted this proposal as a basis for negotiations, for meeting, and now we need to get together and to start discussing this paper, and this will give us answers to all these questions.
Da li očekujete da će izbori na severu Kosova uspjeti ako ga Srbi vodi?
It's hard to tell at this point, and again, I don't want to go very much into details, but we don't want these elections to be a factor of destabilization. That's very important.
Are the opposite positions on the association of Serb-Conservative municipalities an obstacle to start of the discussions on the new proposal?
Look, one thing is very clear, that in the process of the dialogue, both parties made many commitments, and some of them are implemented, some of them are not, and the principle of pacta sunt servanda applies to both parties. Everything that was agreed must be implemented. That's very clear. Otherwise, the process will never succeed. So this is a universal rule. Okay, thank you very much. All the best to you. Thank you.